Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TJR Auto channel. My name is Tyler, and in today's video, we are currently on a little trip to trade Holly, the HD, for the newest toy in the fleet. Okay. Let her rip.
Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there.
Ah, that edge looks like it's not catching.
Oh, look. Yay!
Success!
Nice. All right.
Think that's good?
Yeah, probably.
Woo! Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna move it, yeah.
Are you moving this now or you want me to move it?
I don't know.
I was going to turn the truck around.
Probably would be better.
Fucking perfect!
I think your mass airflow is not connected anymore.
Yeah, it probably fell apart.
I think the whole tube did.
Well, at least we know it runs without a map. That was fucking wild. Holy shit.
I apologize.
Oh my god.
I can't pause it. Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry.
God damn it.
You're
I
on.
was supposed to get out. I guess I'll leave the window cracked.
Yeah, you crawled, bro.
Is there anything to find out? Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna do nothing about it.
okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, there he goes.
So I want to ruin the nice interior. It doesn't even have a stain on the seat. Alright, we're already off to a better start because I didn't think I was going to drive this thing on the trailer. So that's kind of cool. Not hype about that fucking header leak. That sounds like it's not, but I think it's just a header. Sick.
I guess we should pull the upside down battery back out of it.
3 hours later.
That was perfect. You're just too good. Alrighty guys, well, here's the newest toy to the TJR Auto fleet. So I am now the proud new owner I am the newest owner of this 1996 Mustang GT. Now, she's definitely a little rough, to say the least, but this car's got quite a few goodies on it that definitely make it worthwhile. So, let's get right into it. First things first, the side skirts, wing, front and rear bumper are actually authentic Saleen. It's an authentic Saleen body kit. And I have the receipts showing that this came from my local Ford dealer, where I currently live, about 25 years ago. Now, what's pretty cool about this thing is it only has 78,000 miles on it. So it looks rough, and it looks like it has about triple that, but the interior shows that it's got very little mileage, and the underneath and the strut towers and the torque boxes, aka all the spots that Foxes and SN95s and New Edges rot out on, these are clean. So this thing has lived probably an interesting life, but at least it's not too far gone. I think this one is definitely worth saving. So we've seen the outside of it. You're not missing much, I promise. But what really matters is under the hood. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Underneath this super crusty Ram Air hood, it's probably just a stock 4.6. Well, that's sort of true. Sort of not. So this old girl is sporting a 1999, I think it's a 99 to 2000 Windsor block with a Cobra crank and forged rods and pistons. It's got stock PI heads. PI is the newer 4.6s. It has stock PI heads, stock valve train, stock cams, to my knowledge. Stock intake manifold, which was recently replaced by the previous owner because now this one has the updated metal coolant crossover. The old one was just all plastic, and they're just notorious for going bad and causing coolant leaks. Looks to be a stock Mustang little plenum and throttle body and whatnot. I don't think there's anything crazy done there. But obviously, we have a beautiful Procharger on this thing. Now, I believe this is a D1SC. It also could be a P1SC. The model tag is kind of hard to see, but there's one number kind of stamped into it that I definitely want to look up, do a little research on. The paperwork I have for this car, it has the Procharger manuals and the install guide and all that kind of stuff. And I do have the order form, and it's a little confusing to read, so I just need to reread it over so I know exactly which head unit this is. But top to bottom, this thing's got a beautiful Procharger on it. This car runs, but it does not run well. And there's quite a few issues I'm sure you guys can see right off the rip as to why this car doesn't run that well. In 2001, again, right around the time this thing was built, we have a dyno graph showing max torque of 410 foot-pounds and max power of 384. So it makes some jam when it's running good. Now, because we have this dyno graph, I'm going to take a bet and say that this car is tuned correctly. I don't think the tuning is wrong. It's kind of up in the air as to what's actually wrong with this thing. 2 owners ago says the computer went bad or the chip was going bad, and he parked it because the hydro boost gave out, and basically he almost died. The car sat for years and years, and then the guy that I got it from basically revived it, got it running and driving, drove it to his place, parked it, He was trying to figure out why the car wasn't making boost, or it was breaking up in boost, and he found the mass airflow sensor to be bad. He confirmed the computer and the chip are fine, apparently, and basically kind of just lost interest, and he has a bunch of other busy stuff going on. He runs his own business, and this car was supposed to be his wife's like fun car, and then he has a like a road racing spec Fox body, so they would have, you know, their Mustangs, husband and wife, which is pretty cool. But this car has been sitting for a couple years under his ownership, so he thinks it's just a bad MAF. So I ordered one of those, which isn't going to be here for like a week, unfortunately. And it wouldn't be a project car if it wasn't full of parts when you get it. So the guy that I got it from had planned on changing out the mass airflow sensor setup entirely, putting a different fuel pump in it, and having the car tuned a totally different way, you know, not using a chip. So we have a brand new fuel pump. I don't know the actual size. It doesn't say. I'm sure I could look up the part number and figure it out, but brand new fuel pump setup. Here is a new MAF holder piece, I guess. That goes with the SCT MAF that came with it. And here we have brand new Ford Performance, or I think just Motorcraft. Yeah, they're just Motorcraft plug wires, so that's cool. We have a new PCV valve sitting down there. Also came with two brand new O2 sensors, which I'm assuming are primaries. And then here we have this, which I don't know exactly what it does, but we have it, so that's cool. Here is the quote-unquote bad mass airflow sensor. It's a Granatelli, and we can see with the calibration, it looks like it's set up for 42-pound injectors, which the car does have. I do want to do a little more research into it now that I have this thing in front of me, kind of see what we have going on. And of course, we got loose bolts. But basically, to get the car to start last night, I actually had to hook this up, which isn't a horrible spot on these Mustangs. It's right in front of that tire. So we didn't pull the wheels off last night or anything. I just kind of reached in here. And I got it on, but I didn't have it clamped. So by the time I moved the car, it fell right out and wasn't doing anything beneficial. So I would like to reinstall this at some point, see how the car runs. And here we had two temp sensors that were changed out because these are the old ones. Brackets that I have no idea what they go to, hardware. And this thing came with a lot of fluid. Came with a brand new oil change of VR1. The oil filter, unfortunately, had some water get on it, so it's actually rusty on the bottom side. We have some Fram ATF coolant. And I think this is like an original side skirt or something. I don't really know. It's kind of just sitting in the car. Some diff fluid, and then all that stuff is basically just nasty, moldy stuff I'm gonna have to toss. We do have the original Procharged little bottle of oil, and I thought this was kind of cool. When was the last time you guys saw a Hollywood video thing? I haven't seen a Hollywood video in years. Alrighty guys, well I think that's where we're going to be wrapping up today's video. As much as I would love to dive into this thing, take care of a bunch of issues, and try to get the thing up, running, and driving, I'm not going to be able to squeeze all of it into today's video. So hopefully you guys like the new toy. Let me know what you guys think I should name it. And also let me know down below if you guys think this was worth trading Holly, mind you, a running and driving 2006 GMC Sierra 2500. Again, running and driving. I drove it 3.5 hours there for this non-running driving Procharged built bottom end Mustang with a Celine kit. I think I made out pretty good, but we'll have to see when we dive in more. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.